Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would display to you a few items that I purchased from the Guerlain Summer collection. I've had all of these except one for a few weeks now, but I was holding off because I had thought that there was going to be a summer meteorite, and I was going to buy that if it came out and show you them all together. But whether I had read what was going to be released wrongly or it just hasn't made it in the UK, I'm not quite sure, but no sign at the moment. So I thought I'd talk about these items before they're sold out, if any of you are still thinking about making purchases from the Guerlain Summer collection. I should say that there are a few other items. The ones that are being most promoted in advertisements are in fact the two bronzers that are from the permanent bronzer range that comes out every year. But the usual tortoiseshell plastic packaging has a slip-on additional kind of customized, almost rubbery plastic packaging, one colour in the same shade as this aqua, really pretty, the other one a coral, bit darker than the sort of peach I'm wearing on my nails at the moment. Both of them incredibly pretty and summery, and the packaging is quite practical, I would say, for slinging in your beach bag or travelling. But the problem for me is that I'm not a great bronzer wearer, and both of these quite dark, much too dark, much too orangey for me. So although I know that Guerlain bronzers are very highly rated, and I have bought some of their lighter limited editions in the past, these weren't for me, much as I really loved the packaging. I would have been very happy to buy the slip-on coat to put on other compacts, but that wasn't an option. So those were out. I think there are also two powder foundations in a white and gold summer packaging. Again, I don't really wear powder foundation, so couldn't comment about that. Two nail polishes. I believe this one here might be a re-promote, although I haven't seen it in the past, but this was high on my wish list, and it's called Blue Ocean. And I think any lovers of Chanel's Nouvelle Vague, this is very similar to it, will want to get their hands on this. I just love aqua turquoise, particularly with a kind of slight shimmer, particularly in the summer. I think it's such a pretty colour. I can't tell you how this actually applies and lasts because I haven't had a chance to wear it yet. It's not really suitable for work, so I'm kind of limited until I go on holiday or I'm not quite as busy at work, but I'm very happy to get it in my collection. The nail polishes are quite expensive. They're £18.50, so even more than a Chanel one by 50p. But I think this is my first Guerlain polish, so I can't even tell you what the formulas are like, but that's a really pretty colour. I think there's a kind of corally red as well for this season. Then these are the two summer shadows, waterproof allegedly. I can't swear to that, although I have worn both of them and they do wear pretty well, I've found. I was hesitant about this aqua, much as I love the colour. It's not really a colour I wear on my eyes very often, but I swatched it in the shop and I thought, why not? I might wear it occasionally in the summer. And I have tried it, and whilst the colour looks pretty intense in the tube, and you could use it pretty intensely to kind of line your eye, in fact, it shears out on the lid, even sheerer than it's looking there, just to give a kind of bluish brightening tint, which with some gold shadow actually gives a pretty nice look. So it's not kind of too blue in your face 80s or 70s look. So I have worn that. It wears pretty well, feels very nice on the lid. Can't vouch for it being waterproof, but it certainly stays where you put it. And then the other colour that I actually had to go somewhere else, it had sold out in the initial store I went to very quickly, is this white colour. Now, I'm not sure what that's actually called. This one is Blue Ocean, like the And this one is White Sand. I'm just looking at the boxes. Now, I wasn't initially in the market for this because it looked a bit boring, and it's not an outstandingly exciting colour. As you can see, it literally goes on milky, but gives a nice sort of slightly shimmery dusting to the lid. But I actually thought it would make quite a good base for other shadows, or just, and I've worn it like this, all over the lid on a day you're not wanting to do any obvious eye makeup, just to colour out kind of imperfections on the lid and give a bit of a glossy sheen. And it lasts well on my eyes, feels nice all day, so I was quite pleased to get that, and I'm less surprised that it had sold out more quickly than the Aqua. Then the surprise item for me was the lipstick. It's one of the Rouge Automatique, and although I've had their Kiss Kiss formula before, I haven't bought one of these before. And the two colours, the bright pink that I'm going to show you, and one that looks bright yellow in the tube but actually goes on gold. Which I toyed with from the testers. Of course, when you test in store, you don't really see the packaging. It's, just one of the lift out of the kind of plaque that they're displayed on. And I played with this pink colour and decided against it. And then thought again when I had seen somebody's video. I think it was Jasmine, who does some lovely videos from Hong Kong, and they're always quite long, but I love her makeup videos because she kind of just chats in a very offhand, in the nicest manner, a very natural way to the camera. And I love the fact that she generally films against the background of her bedroom, which, unlike most YouTubers, filming against these perfect settings, is much more like a normal person's bedroom, i.e., a bit cluttered, and she doesn't look as if she's made anything look unnatural or staged. So I really, really like her videos. I'll put a link to them below, but she likes high-end products, and whilst a lot of them are different in Hong Kong, she often shows the Guerlain ones, and I also like how she makes up in front of the camera, and you can see how the products are used and how much different they can make you look. So I'll try and get the link to that, because this lipstick I thought looked really, really stunning on her, so I ordered it nonetheless. And here's the thing, this is how it works. You pull down this little button and up it pops. I'm so taken with this mechanism, and as you push it up, the lid automatically comes in place. So I don't know if these have the potential to go wrong, but I just think they're such fun. It's almost like a flick knife for a nice girl, if you know what I mean. So I'm very, very taken with that. And then when I've actually tried it, as opposed to swatching it on my hand, which I will do to show you the colour, which you can see there, just a bright mid-toned summery pink, doesn't really tell you much about the texture on the lips, or it didn't me. Since I've worn this on the lips, I'm really, really impressed. It's a beautifully moist texture, but unlike a lot of fairly moisturising lipsticks, it really packs a punch colour-wise, and it doesn't wear off, or rather, even when the kind of gloss wears off, you're left with a very good stain for several hours, and it survives even eating and drinking with me, partly because it's, such a vibrant colour. But I think a lot is to do with the formula. So I'm seriously impressed. These are expensive, £26, I think. But I'll definitely be looking at this formula again, because I really, really like it. The reason I didn't buy it straight off was because I thought it was, when I swatched in store, going to be similar to a colour I already had from Chanel, Diva. And you can see why I kind of thought that, because they do look pretty similar. And I was just, remembering what I had. And they're not dissimilar on the hand. And the Chanel Diva is a bit more blue-toned. I think you can see that it's also much less shiny, because it's a matte, I think. It's a Rouge à L'Or Velvet, so they're kind of more forgiving matte. But I much prefer the formula of this. It feels much more moisturising and looks far more flattering on the lips, but equally the colour stays as well as the Rouge Allure does. So yeah, you might want to check out the Guerlain, what are they called? Rouge Automatique, if you haven't. I'm probably the last on the bandwagon here, but I'm seriously impressed. I will say as well, I got a whole load of perfume samples. They're always giving these La Petite Robe Noire. I'm not very keen on La Robe Noire generally, but they are bringing out different formulations of it. Most of them, again, I'm not that wild about. Smells a bit cheap to me for what's an expensive perfume. But I quite like this one. This is Eau Fresh, which is said to have a top note of pistachio. I certainly don't get that, but it is a very nice, fresh, green floral, I'd say, almost with a kind of peppery note. Maybe that's the pistachio. So I don't know if I like it enough to buy a bottle yet, but I've got a few more samples, so I'll think about that. So there we go for my Guerlain haul. I'm very pleased with it so far, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.